theory, okay, that time we'll going to discuss definitions and etc., or syntax, everything I'll be discussing thoroughly, okay, which are now right now, which is essential for doing practical purpose, and I'll try to convey the meaning of that, okay, for the sake of doing the practicals. Hope the things are clear now. So what is your first program? Okay, let me show you the first program. Where is that? Screen is here. Yeah. See, this is the first program. Create the following tables. There are 5 tables. Okay. Create the following tables. Following tables. Which are those tables? One is branch table. Second one is a student table. And third one is book table. And fourth one is author table and borrow table. Okay, borrow, it is another table. Borrow the book from the library. Got it? That is called as a table, called table name is borrow. Okay, author, one who is writing the book, he is the author. And book, every book will be having some attributes. Okay, book is another entity, and student is another entity, and branch is one more entity. Okay, so how you need to create the table? Create the following tables with the property specifying primary keys and foreign keys. I am going to explain what is primary key and foreign key here now. Okay, and solve the following queries. After creating these things, there are some queries. Okay, there are some queries. First we need to create this table. Okay, after creating these tables, we need to insert some values. After inserting some values, okay, then there are some queries. Okay, we need this information from this table, that table, like this. There are some queries. We need to solve those queries after doing all those things. Today we will not move for solving the queries. In spite of that, we are going to create the table. We are going to create a schema for each of the table. Okay, and how they are connected. All these things, let us study about that, and we are going to create the table and insert the values for these tables. Got it? Now let me explain in brief about this branch table. Okay, so let me look at one by one. Now see, this is the branch table. See, this is called as a table name. This is called as a table name. And every table, branch table, is having some attributes. Which are those attributes? Here the attribute is branch ID, like computer science is a one branch. Okay, branch, it is having some ID, CS. Okay, name is computer science. Then there will be head of the department for that. There will be head of the department for that. So each and every branch will be having these minimum things: branch ID, branch name, and HOD name. Okay, these things. Just a minute. Okay, now how to write the schema diagram for this? How to write the schema diagram for this? See here now, let me discuss this also. Okay, now the schema diagram for this is, what is the table name? Branch is the table name. You have to write it like this. Usually table names are written in capital letters, and attributes, first character, first alphabet is written in a capital letter. Got it? So now see, branch is what? Table name. Branch is a table name. Here I have mentioned a branch. Here I have mentioned a branch name. It's a table name. Then it is having three attributes. First attribute is branch ID and branch name, then HOD. There are three attributes. Attributes is nothing but a column heads. Okay, here the first attribute is branch ID, then branch name and HOD. Okay, three, what is that, attributes of a branch table. What is the name of the table? Branch. Which are the attributes? Branch ID, then branch name and HOD. Okay, every branch will be having the head of the department. Got it? So now I'll tell you why it is underlined. Branch ID is underlined because it is a primary key. Why it is a primary key? Then what is that primary key? Primary key is a 1. Okay, it should be unique and it should not be null. It should not be null and it should be unique. See here now, your university seat number, all of you are having different university seat numbers. If you don't have a university seat number, then you are not a student of that college or a university. Got it? So like this, each and every student must have a university seat number, and those university seat number must be different and unique. Okay, such thing is called as a primary key. Such thing is called as primary key. Now in this branch table, branch ID is a what? A primary key, because there are n number of branches. Okay, there is mechanical branch, electronic branch, IB branch, then MBA, MCA, CS, IS. Okay, there are n number of MTech branches. Okay, so names may be same, but IDs are different. IDs must be different. Such field is called as primary key. It is what is primary key? Primary key should be unique primary key should be unique and it should be not null. Not null means that some value must be there. Not null. This, if these characters are there, then it is called as what? A primary key. It is called as primary key. Primary key. So what is primary key? The table. Okay, in table, the attribute which is unique and not null, having these two constraints. These two are the constraints. Okay, having these two constraints, it is called as a primary key. Okay, now in this branch ID is the what? Primary key. Is it understood now? All of you? Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Others?
No, sir.
You don't have any doubts. Okay, now so this is called as primary key. Hope this schema diagram of the branch branch is clear. Okay, then we'll move to next one. What is that? Student table. Branch table, student table, and other borrow table and book table, author table. There are 5 tables. We have seen branch. Now we'll move to see what is this? Student table. Here in this student table, see here now, if you observe, now you tell me, any one of you, which is the table name?
Student.
Student.
Student is a table name. Very good. Okay, just a minute. Okay, student is a table name. Then tell me one attribute, USN. Okay, every student will be having the university seat number. Then every student will be having the name, and every student will be having the address, and every student will be having the branch ID. Means he must belongs to one branch. Is the student of which branch? So student is belonging to particular branch. Its ID is there. That branch ID is there here. Branch ID. Then I'll come to that later. Okay, and he must be studying in particular semester. These are the attributes of the student. These are the basic attributes of the student, which are the required attributes of the student now. Got it? Now, which is a primary key here?
USN, sir.
USN. Why USN is a primary key, Lina?
This is a unique, sir.
It is a unique, and it should not be null. It should not be null. Null means it should not be empty. Got it? Hence, primary key. Always primary keys are represented with underline. This is the underline given here, no? So primary keys are underlined. Got it? In the previous case, branch ID is a primary key. How to identify it? So because it is underlined. Okay, that is called as primary key. Here it is primary key, and every student will be having university seat number. Those university seat numbers are unique and not null, and every student will be having the name, and every student will be having the address and branch ID. Let me come to this. Now see here. Now this branch ID, it is a primary key of that branch. Am I right? I am asking to you.
Yes, sir.
Branch ID is the primary key of that branch table. Here in this branch table, it is a branch ID is the primary key. Okay, so branch ID is what? It is a primary key of the another table. Which table? Branch table. Hence we are referring it here. That primary key is referred in the another table. The primary key of one table is referred in another table. It is called as a foreign key. It is called as a foreign key. All of you understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is primary key? Foreign key? What is foreign key? So
The one key it is in primary key, and in other table you have to use as a foreign key, sir.
okay, then Soumya,
Yes, sir.
Collection of fields.
tell me Soumya.
Primary key is unique and not null. Foreign key is one table. Primary key is referred to as other table.
Okay, Sujit.
Sir, primary key is another table, sir, and the foreign key is called child table, sir. Primary key, foreign key is child table, sir.
Foreign key is
Child table, sir. Collection of fields.
Then Lina.
Primary key is unique and not null.
No, I am
Foreign
asking
key.
foreign key. What is foreign key?
Foreign key is another table, sir, refer to the primary key.
Sumaya.
Sir, it refers to the primary key. Foreign key it refers to the primary key, sir.
Your voice is not audible, madam. Be louder.
Foreign key refers to the primary key, sir.
Okay, Kiran.
The connection between the two tables, sir. Foreign key.
See here now. Foreign key means it is a key which is referred from the other table. In that table, it should be a primary key or a primary key of one table is used in other table as a foreign key. See here now. Primary key of one table is referred or used in another table as a foreign key. Got it? It is a primary key of one table is referred as or is used as what? Foreign key in another table. Let me show you here. Now see this branch ID. This branch ID is a primary key of that table, branch table. There, this branch ID is a primary key. That primary key is used in this table. The primary key of that branch table is used as branch foreign key in the student table. Okay, in a student table it is a foreign key. In branch table it is a primary key. Okay, in a student table USN is a primary key, branch ID is foreign key. Why? Because this branch ID is a primary key of branch table. Is it understood? Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Sir.
Yes. Now we'll move to book. See here now. In this book, what is the table name? Book. Book is a table name, and book ID is a primary key of that book table. It's a primary key of that table. That's why it is underlined. Okay, and every book will be having a name. That's why it is also one of the other attribute. Got it? And every book will be having the author. Okay, his author ID is here now. His author ID is here, means this author ID is a foreign key. It is a foreign key. Why? Because this author ID is a primary key of author table. That we will going to see it in the next slide. Okay, next slide we will going to create author table. That time it is a author ID is a foreign key here. It is a foreign key here. Got it? And one more, and every book will be having the publisher. Okay, every book will be having the international publisher, then book publisher, and other publishers' names will be given, Pearson, etc. Then every book will be brought for particular branch. Now Navate, a DBMS book, it is belongings to CS branch, and CS branch's ID is given here. It's a book for which branch? So that ID will be there. So branch again here, branch ID is a foreign key because branch ID is a primary key in the branch table. So in this table, this is what?
Primary key.
Primary key, and this author ID? Foreign key, and branch ID is also foreign key. Okay, so this is how you can create the books. Okay, this is the table creation for the this. Now next, author. Now here author is the name of the table. Every author will be having the ID, author ID, author name, country and age. Okay, so if I have written a book, then I will be having some ID. Okay, then I am having name and I am belonging to particular country, and every author will be having age. Got it? Now which is a primary key here? Which is a
Author ID.
primary key?
Author ID.
Author ID is the primary key. Okay, then which is foreign key here? Which is foreign key?
Country, sir.
Which? Sujit,
Country, sir.
ಯಾವ country?
Author name, sir.
Author name, country, then
No foreign key, sir.
is it Riya?
Soumya.
Soumya. Yes, this table is not having foreign key because see here now, countries anywhere. Just now we have created student table, book table, then what is that, one more branch table. Okay, in any one of these, author name and country are the primary keys? No. In branch table, branch ID is the primary key. In student table, USN is the primary key, and in book ID is the primary key. Then how come author name and country will become the foreign key here? No. Got it? This table is not having any foreign keys, only primary key, that is author ID. That is author ID. Is it clear now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Last table, borrow table. Okay, if I want to borrow the books from the library, okay, that is okay. While borrowing, borrow is the name of the table, and USN, book ID and borrow date. See here now, USN, book ID and borrow date. See here now, USN, is it a foreign key or a primary key in this table?
Primary, sir.
What?
Foreign key, sir.
Foreign key. Okay, why it is a foreign key?
The USN is present in the student table, sir.
Yes, in student table it is a primary key. Okay, fine, good. Then book ID, book ID is a primary key or foreign key?
Foreign key, sir.
Foreign key. Okay, why it is a foreign key?
It is present in other table, sir.
Okay, it is book ID is a primary key in the book table. It is a primary key in the book table, hence it is a foreign key. Okay, now in this table, which is primary key? Which is
Borrowed
primary
date.
key?
Borrowed date is the primary key, sir.
Borrowed date? No, see here now. Borrow table must be unique. That if it is a primary key, then it should be unique. How do?
Sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See here now, on same date, how many students will go to borrow the books from the library?
Yes, sir. That means this table is not having a primary key, sir.
Okay, means borrowed date is not a primary key, hence as per you, it is not having any primary key. Okay,
Yes, sir.
which is primary key in this table? Who will
USN,
tell?
sir.
Ria,
Yes, sir.
which is primary key in this table?
Borrowed table, sir. Here note for primary key, sir.
In a borrow table, there is no primary key.
Yes, sir.
Sumaya,
Yes, sir.
answer ಹೇಳ್ರಿ madam.
There is no primary key, sir.
No primary key. Soumya madam,
No primary key, sir.
no primary key.
Yes.
Okay. Then Sujit,
No primary key, sir.
good. Lina,
Sir, I'm confused. USN what? I don't have any answer, sir.
see if you got confused, okay, what confusion you have, tell me, I'll clarify
But
it.
sir, USN is a primary, no, unique number.
Okay,
Each particular students.
see that
How?
USN is a primary key in the student table. है कि नहीं?
हाँ sir.
Okay, in this table it is a primary key or foreign key?
For primary key, sir.
Primary key. Okay, fine. Okay, primary key as well as foreign key also. See here now. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop your discussion here. I'll come to that point again later. What about what is that? One more branch ID. Yeah, book ID. Book ID is a primary key or foreign key?
Orange, sir.
Foreign key. Then student, see here now, in student table which is the primary key?
USN.
Sir.
USN. If that USN is a primary key in that student table, if we are using that primary key in this borrow table, then what it will become? The
Foreign key, sir.
foreign key. So USN is a foreign key, and similarly for the book ID, because book ID is a primary key in the book table and we are using it here in this borrow table, hence it is also a foreign key. So there are two foreign keys, and which is primary key? Snehal,
USN.
USN. Okay, see here now, let me clarify it. Okay, now in this table there is no doubt this USN is a foreign key and book ID is a foreign key, no doubt, because book ID is a primary key of book table and USN is a primary key of that student table. Now which is primary key? The primary key is USN number and book ID together. Both together it will be treated as a primary key. Here in this table, if you combine these two, then it will be called as what? One primary key. USN as well as book ID. Why both together? See here now. Now I'll take, all of you understood this? USN and book ID both together will call it as a primary key. Not only one. Why not only one? I'll tell you, I'll explain, give the explanation for that. Now, Kiran.
Yes.
Okay, you keep on replying me. If you go to library, you'll take a book. Okay? You'll take a book. Let me explain it with this. Okay, now let me write it. Assume that Kiran number is 1. USN number is 1. He has taken the book. Okay, A1. Assume that A1 is a book ID. A1 is a book ID he has taken. Okay, and borrowed date is today. Today is 27, whatever 27. Okay, on this date he has taken the book. Again on the same date or next date, okay, the Kiran will go and will you take the same book? Will you take the book A1? No, because already that book is with you, A1. So it is not possible for you to take that A1. So you should go for another book, that is A2. That is A2. There may be same books, multiple books, but they will give you only one copy. Then next time Snehal will go, okay, and she will go and take that A1 book. Okay, every book, not A1, assume that A11, because every book will be having unique IDs. Okay, and students can take same students can take multiple books. So here first student and A1, it is one transaction. Again first student with A2 book, it is a second transaction, and this is third transaction. In last practical session also I have discussed about this. Got it? So both together, USN and book ID, USN comma book ID, it is a primary key. Got it? I told the syntax of declaring it. Whenever you have the multiple primary keys, okay, in a single table, so this is what we'll go to. This you can understand better whenever you are entering the values in the table. Got it? So this is what. So this table is having USN and book IDs both together. They are primary key, and individually USN is a foreign key and book ID is a foreign key. While book ID is referred from the book table and USN is referred from the student table. Okay, hope these definitions are clear. So meaning of these tables are clear. Schema diagrams of these tables are clear. Is these things are clear, or do you have any doubts? Sumaya, Riya, Soumya, Sujit, Leena, Snehal.
Yes, sir.
Understood. Okay.
No doubts.
Okay. What should I understood? Those who are silent.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt.
Understood, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. If you see, if you are having the doubts, please stop me. Okay. So let me clarify it. Okay. Now we'll go to how these schema diagrams are interrelated. How these schema diagrams are interrelated, we will going to discuss it now. Got it? So now yes, these are the tables we have created, right? These are the tables just now we have created. In schema, we have written the schema diagrams for these tables. One is branch, where branch ID is a primary key. Student is another table, where student USN number is the primary key. And another table is book, where book ID is a primary key, and author, in author ID is the primary key, and in borrow table USN and book IDs are the primary keys. Okay. Now in branch table there is no foreign key. In branch table there is no foreign key, because branch name is there, HOD is there, so it is not having any foreign keys. Now in a student table, which is a foreign key, branch ID is a foreign key, because it is referred from the branch table, okay, which is the primary key of that branch table. Hence, this is how it is connected. See here now, this student table is interlinked with this branch, okay. This is how this arrow mark shows the towards shown towards a primary key, okay, from where it is borrowed. Got it? So this branch ID is a foreign key which is the primary key of that branch table here, branch ID. Okay, this is the complete thing is branch ID. Now, this is the only foreign key in this. Now we will come to book. Book ID is the primary key, book name and author ID. Okay, let me come to this. Now, see here. Book table, book name is what? It is an attribute, and author ID. Then publisher is there and branch ID is there. See here now, again we have a branch ID. What is this branch ID? It is a foreign key. Why it is a foreign key? Because it is another table's, branch table's primary key. See here now. This is how these two tables are interlinked. This is how these two tables are interlinked. Got it? Now, similarly, we have author ID. Author ID is also a foreign key. Okay, this is a primary key of author table. Where is that? This author ID. This author ID is referred from this. Okay, author ID is referred from this. Is it clear now? Understood? Now, similarly, how this book table is linked with the author as well as branch. Then branch table is also linked with the student. All four of them are interlinked now. Got it? Now we will come to this last table, borrow table. See here now, USN. This USN is linked with the university seat number of the student. Got it? And this book ID is linked with this book table. So all five tables are interlinked. All five tables are interlinked, so that whenever you are entering the values into the tables, you should be very cautious. You should be very cautious. Why? Because all of them are interlinked. Why we need to take a cautiousness? Okay, carefully we need to enter. Why? I'll give one example now. Okay, let me go back to this now. Assume that you have created all five tables. You have created all five tables. Assume that you start entering the values of the first. You will choose this table, student table, and you start entering the values of the student. Okay, student, university seat number 1. Let me take it pen. Universities, I'll be entering the values for this table. University seat number 1, name is X. Okay, address is some P, and what is the branch ID? If you are entering it here, means it should be there in that table, branch ID table. Then only you are able to enter it. Now you try to enter any value, because still this branch table is empty. We have not entered any values. Then whenever you are trying to enter the values for this branch ID, you will get an error. Got it? Semester you can enter it as a second sem. You can enter, because it is neither primary key nor foreign key. But whenever you are entering the values for this branch ID, okay, so what that compiler will do, it will go for this branch table and it will look into that whether that value is there or not, because now it is empty. See, branch ID is CS. Assume that it is a CS. Okay, now this CS is there in that branch ID here in this branch table? Is there any CS? No. There are no values. When there are no values, again it will give you error. Assume that you have entered the values, okay, E and E, you have entered MCA, you have entered MCA, you have entered MEC, you have entered MEC. All these are the thing. Assume that these are the course IDs, branch IDs. Okay, but here you are trying to enter CS. So what the compiler will do, it will go to this and check for the whether that CS is there or not. If that CS is there, then it will allow you to enter. If that CS is not there, then again you will get the error. Hence here this value must be which one? Any one of these. Is it clear now? Understood? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How the value should be entered into the table. Okay, why we should get the error? Okay, whenever you are having the foreign keys means, so where it is referred, that table must be filled first. Okay, so this is not having the foreign key, so you enter the values for this table. Okay, then after that this branch ID is the branch from this table, so that you can enter the values for this, no problem. First we need to enter this and we need to enter this table, student table. Now if you go to book table, here in this book table author ID is there. Author ID is referred from the author table. Still we have not entered any values into this author table, so again you will get an error. Okay, but branch ID is there. Already you have created the branch table and you have inserted the values for that. But what happened? This author ID is empty. So what you need to do? So first you should go for author, enter the values for author before entering the book table. So author, then enter author ID, author name, country and age. Once you enter this, then you can go for this. After doing these things, you can go for borrow table, because USN is also entered and book ID is also entered. So you will not be having any problem with this. Is it clear now? All the things?
Yes, sir.
If you are having
Yes,
any
sir.
doubts, please let me know. Dear students, any doubts? Anything
No,
to
sir.
be discussed?
Sir,
Hmm.
ಅದು PPT ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಡೌಟ್ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲೈತ್ರಿ?
ಅದು ಇದನ್ನ ಸರ್.
ಯಾವ ಟೇಬಲ್?
ಹಾ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಇಷ್ಟ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ನಾನು ರೀ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಥರ್ ಐಡಿ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಥರ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ದಾಗ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ರು ಬರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಅಂದ್ರ ನೋ ಕಿರಣ್, ಅದು ಹೆಂಗಾಗತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀ ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು ಸಿಯರ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿತ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜೊಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಯರ್ ನಾವು MCA ಬ್ರಾಂಚೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳಕ್ ಬರ್ತಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ಮೊದಲು ಆ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀನು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದು?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಹಂಗೆ ನೀನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಮೊದಲು ಅದನ್ನ ಆಥರ್ ಐಡಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅದಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದು ಆಥರ್ ಐಡಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇರಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವು ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ?
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಎಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಡೌಟ್?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳಿದವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಿರಣಂದಲ್ಲ. ಸುಮಯ್ಯ, ಸೌಮ್ಯ, ರಿಯಾ.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt. Understood, all of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, creating the table is also like that. Okay. You have to create the first table. Which one? This. Okay. Branch table, then student table, then author table, then you have to create book table. Got it? So, then borrow table. One more important thing, I'll try to explain it here only. So this is also important thing. Now see here now. Lena and Snehal.
Yes, sir.
Don't keep mum. Okay. If you got doubts, please ask. See here now. Here in this branch table, branch ID is a primary key. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Here in student table, branch ID is a foreign key. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, see here now. Don't think that this whatever we have given here name, it should be same. No. You can give BID. You can give it as a BID. No problem. You can give it as a BID. Branch ID. Or whatever you can give name, say it should not be, you don't feel that it should, both the name should be same. No, name can be different, but data type, size, constraint, all those things should be same. If it is a varchar, if its data type is varchar, it must be varchar. If it is a numeric, then it should be numeric. Got it? If it is not null, it is also not null. Whatever, like this. Got it? But name can be different. This is branch ID. Okay, and here you can give it as a BID or branch number. Whatever you can give. Name can be different. Attribute name can be different. Got it? So this thing, this is one of the important thing. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Now let us create some tables. Create the table called branch. Now here branch ID is there. For your easiness, what I have taken the same names in all tables. Got it? Branch ID. It is of type integer and this is the primary key. Already we discussed branch ID is the primary key. Okay. Then another attribute is, what is this? Branch name. It is of type varchar. The size is 10 characters. And one more field is HOD. It is also of type varchar. Okay. So this is a table name. What is this? A branch ID is a table name. Hope these things are, this is how you can create the table of the branch. All of you create this branch table in this thing. What is that? Virtual compiler, online compiler. Before that, I want you to, all of you, see here now. Write this thing. This schema diagram, complete schema diagram. All of you write down this. Okay, this is because you need to include this thing in the journal. All of you write this thing and try to create the what is that? Tables in the online compiler and send me the screenshot. Then I'll tell you further things. Now I want you to write down this first.
Sir, completed, sir.
Completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Writing is completed or creating the table?
Writing is completed, sir.
Okay. Create the table now.
Okay, sir.
What about others?
Completed, sir.
Completed.
Sir, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ನಾಗ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ನೇಮ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ನೋ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿ ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ರೀ. ನಾನು ಈಗ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಎಮ್ ಸಿ ಎ, ಐದರ್ ಐ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸಿ ಎಸ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಎಚ್ ಒ ಡಿ is a attribute name, branch name is attribute name, branch ID is a attribute name. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
सर HOD का क्या बताया सर?
HOD
हाँ फिर मीन्स नेम लिखना है या फिर
नहीं, ये स्टूडेंट टेबल का ये कॉलम का डिस्क्रिप्शन है वो। क्या है? स्टूडेंट नेम लिखता है क्या वो हेडिंग में? क्या स्टूडेंट नेम लिखते हैं, आपका नाम लिखते हो। We are not entering the values here. Okay, I'll show you here one example. Okay, at the last I will show you. See, assume that now this is here USN number. Okay, then name of the student, and what is that? One more branch.
Yes.
Okay, branch, and what is there next?
Branch name, sir.
Okay, no, student table I am creating. Okay,
No sir, brand. हाँ.
let me tell you which table you are asking, Lena.
Branch sir.
Branch table, no? Yes. Now branch ID, BID. Okay, then B name, then what is there? HOD.
HOD.
Only 3 are there, no?
हाँ sir.
HOD. Okay, see now see branch ID is, assume that MCA branch. Branch name is computer application. Master of computer application. Okay, computer
The branch
application.
ID is the integer type sir.
ಸರ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಐಡಿ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಐತೆ ಸರ್.
Integer type.
ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಈಗ.
ಹಾಂ
ಓಕೆ,
ಸರ್.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ. HOD ಹಳ್ಳೂರು. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ CS branch. Okay, then computer science, then XYZ is another person who is the HOD. Then E&E, then electronics, then ABC is the HOD. Okay, then IS, information science. Okay, information science, then PQR is the HOD. See here now, these are called as, let me make it full screen now. Here, see here now, in this table, this now here, these things are called as values. One more, let me spend 2 minutes on this so that you can understand still better. See here now, let me make it. Now see, now see, this is called as a table description. We are having it in the table name. We are creating these names, HOD, then B name, BID, etc. Got it? Now after creating the table, we are inserting these values. These are called as records. Records are values in the table. These are called as values in the table or records in the table. Now see, this is one column, its column name is BID. This another column, this column name is branch name. Okay, then it is another column, this column name is HOD. Got it? And what are the values in this HOD column? Hallur, XYZ, ABC and PQR. In a branch name, which are the values? Computer application, computer science, electronics and information science. Then what are the values in the BID? MCA, CS, E&E and IS. Got it? This is here. If you take like this only column, so you will get only particular values, like only branch ID you will get it. MCA is also branch ID, CS is also branch ID, E&E is also branch ID and IS is also branch ID. If you take this column, okay, what you will get? You will get only branch names, which are the branches are there: computer application, computer science, electronics and information science. Only branch names you will get it. If you take, this is called as vertical section. If you take, then if you take here in this, okay, you will get all the heads of the department, okay, who are all there. Hallur is there, XYZ is there, ABC is there, PQR. These are all the heads of the various departments. Got it? Now, this is vertical section. If you take this like this row, this row is also called as tuple. This is also called as TUPLE. 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 Tuple means one row. Tuple means rows. Okay, this is the first row. Okay, first row is also called as a tuple, or it is one record. It is one record of the MCA department. Its ID is there, its name is there, its who is HOD of that. Okay, all the information of that one record. All the information related to a branch, particular branch, MCA branch. Got it? So it is also called as a one record, and this is, it is another record of computer science department. This is another record of E&E department. It is another record of information science department. Got it? So these are the various departments. So these are called as a tuples or a values, or you can call it as a records. Okay, each row is called as one record. Hope you understood all these things.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now other doubts? Now you can create your tables and show me.
Sir, first table is created, sir.
First, this table is created.
Sir.
Okay, now you can go for the second table, student table.
Yes, sir.
Now you can create the student table. Here foreign key concept is there in the second table. Let me, if you give a time, 30 seconds of time, I will explain on this. Okay, first then you can go for it. All of you look at this. See here now, branch ID. What is this? Branch ID is a attribute in the student table. See here now, where is that student table? Let me go to this. See here now. Here in student table, branch ID is there. Branch ID is the what? Attribute of a student table. Now, so its type is integer. Its type is what? Integer. See here now. Here in the branch table, it is a primary key. It is a primary key. What is the data type of that? Integer. Here also it must be an integer. Here also it must be an integer if you are using it as a foreign key. Got it? Name can be different, but if it is a foreign key, then here the data type must be same as its parent table. Its parent table data type is also integer. Here also it must be integer. Got it? Now, branch ID references. Okay, this branch ID references what? It references? It references the branch. Okay, it references the which table? This is the name of the table, that is a branch table. It references branch table. Okay, then in that branch table, which is there are three attributes are there. One is branch ID, branch name, and HOD. Which column you are referring in that branch table? Branch ID. See, this should be same as here, this one. Okay, this name and this name must be same. Must be same. Here you can have a different name. BID you can take it, no problem, like this. BID. Okay, BID is a foreign key because we are from which branch? Which table? Branch table. Okay, branch is here. Okay, this table. In that table, which column? Branch ID column. Where is that? Here it is branch ID. So this branch ID name and this branch ID name must be same. Okay, you cannot change it, but this can be changed. But here the data type must be same as its parent table. Got it? Hope it is clear. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can proceed. Okay, let me copy it and create these tables.
ಸರ್
Hmm.
ಅದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್. ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಐ ಡಿ ಹಿಂಟ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಂತ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಬರತೈತೆ ಸರ್.
ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ಶಾಟ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ ನಂಗೆ ಏನಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
See, just now I have created the same table. Create table student. Okay, this. Okay, here. First I have created the branch table. Now I have created this student table. So both of them are executed. Tables are created.
ನಂದ ತಪ್ಪಿತ್ತ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್. ನಾ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್
ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು, ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. See, all the 5 tables are created now. There are no errors. First you need to create the branch table, second student table, then author table, then book table, then borrow table.
Yes sir.
Okay, do it. Snell, how many tables you have created? Snell. Snell,
Yes, sir.
how many tables you have created?
Sir, one.
Only one. Only one.
Yes, sir.
Do it fast, madam. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay. Elena.
हाँ सर,
कितना?
1 सर.
1. थोड़ा फास्ट होना चाहिए.
हाँ सर.
हाँ. सुजीत. ಸುಜಿತ್ ಒಗದುರ್ಗಿ.
ಸರ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಐತ್ರಿ, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು.
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೌಮ್ಯ.
5 ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಸರ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ವೇರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್? ಸೌಮ್ಯ,
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ದೊಳಗಡೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ದೊಳಗಡೆ?
ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಗುಡ್, ಸೂಪರ್. ಸುಮಯ್ಯ.
4th one, sir.
4th one, ಗುಡ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ರಿಯಾ.
Last one, sir.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್, ಗುಡ್. ಕಿರಣ್.
ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಸರ್.
ಮುಗಿಸ್ರಿ, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ರಿ.
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಡನ್. ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. Are you facing any problem while creating the tables?
No, sir.
No problems. Okay. Then you try for inserting also. The way you have created the table, in the same manner you have to insert the values. Which table you have created first, insert those values first, then next, like branch first, then student table next. So you will not going to face any problem. Okay. So wherever branch ID is there, whatever the values are there, you have to take the same values here in the student table, like that. After inserting all the values in the table, so you will, those who are having the laptops, okay, and MySQL, so they are having the facility of describing the table. When you describe it, you will get or select star from this, so you will get a table will be displayed with a table name and column headings, as well as what are the values you have entered. Got it? In the same way what I have shown it in the last slide. Okay, like this you will get the values, okay, table names, etc, etc. So for this, next time you have to, once you insert all the values, you must have all these 5 tables: student table, branch table, then other 2 tables are there, no, author, book and borrow. Okay, all 5 tables with these values. Okay, whatever the entries we have made, only those values should be there in your table. Okay, so you have to keep those things in the notebook, then only you can understand those tables, next queries, whatever the queries are there, then only you can understand better, then only you can understand them better. Got it? Hope you will going to do it.
Yes, sir.